I'll watch some TV. It'll help me to relax.
Welcome back to the Ren and Stimpy recap. A while back I made a video with a little collection update, since one of the goals of this channel is putting together the greatest Ren and Stimpy collection, and today we are back with another collection update, since I basically almost finished the comic collection.
And with these hands, I hold the fate of millions.
So I actually got this whole package a while back, and I opened the box and took all the pictures and everything, but I just didn't record for some reason. But if y'all didn't watch the first collection video, I had some comics in there, more specifically a lot of UK issues, which are kind of different from the US ones. But today we only got US issues, which is good because I only got 2 in that first video. But now we got a lot of US comics. First, we got some of the Ren and Stimpy special comics, starting with the holiday special. Then I got Force Works, which I honestly have no idea what it is. I haven't opened these ones yet, just because they came sealed. Obviously I'm gonna open them, and we are gonna take a look at each one, but since I'm saving all that to after we are finished with the episode retrospectives, it just makes more sense to keep them sealed. But we don't gotta open the next ones to know what they are about. We got the Powdered Toastman special. Actually, we got 2, and I don't know if there's an order for these. Like the normal run of comics, like we'll see, are numbered, but these specials are kind of all over the place. Like this Powdered Toastman has a month and a number, but the other one just has a month. I don't know. Next, we got 2 copies of the first issue, which is nice because that means I can keep this one sealed with the air follower thing. I know it's just a joke, since on the open copy it's just Ren calling you an idiot for opening the comic, which is really funny. But then we have 1 copy of the second comic, which has a Frankenstein parody on the cover. I'm wondering how much the cover has to do with the content. Like obviously with the specials there is a connection, but the normal run, is there a Frankenstein comic in here, for example? Next we have 2 copies of the special comic Summer Jobs. Just like with Force Works, I don't know anything about this one and how it could tie together comics for a special. But then we have 2 copies of another special, which I'm really excited about getting into. Masters of Time and Space. So not only is this a special revolving around space, but it is a choose your own adventure comic, which seems really interesting and would make for a very fun read. Then we got a normal comic number 3 with this very interesting cover. And we got number 4 as well. These covers are great. And at least some of them got to have something to do with the content in the actual comics, because otherwise number 5, which I got here, is gonna be very disappointing for me. Like this is Commander Hoek and Cadet Stimpy in the flesh. I'm so ready to read this one. Even if the show disappointed me a bit by basically having no real space episodes after the first season, the comics got endless potential with how many there are. The cover for number 6 is kind of crazy, but makes sense with how the Ren and Stimpy comics are Marvel comics. So it's our 3rd Powdered Toastman appearance on the covers with the Spider-Man crossover. Then we have number 7, which still has the price tag on, which is kind of depressing considering my European ass did not pay $2 for this one. Number 8 seems to be a noir issue, and I actually looked it up just to not sound stupid, and it looks like at least this one is about the things on the cover, with Stimpy telling Ren the story of the Maltese Falcon, whatever that is. I got number 9, 10 and 11 in here. I'm only showing the front of most comics since they are like double packaged in plastic bags, so I can't see the back without opening it. We'll of course do that eventually though. This is just kind of an update for what I have. Number 12 looks to be another space focused one, and I have actually heard that there are multiple space stories in the comics, which makes me so hopeful to read them. Because I actually haven't read like a single comic. I have seen panels and stuff of course, but I have not like read one yet. Number 13 looks to be a Halloween issue, and number 14 looks to be a Western one. Ren and Stimpy are not looking like they did in Out West, so they might not be Three-Fingered Hoek and Stoopy the Kid, but there might still be references in there. Which is one of the things I'm looking for like the most in the comics, like small little references, like lore stuff, you know, because I think the comics are canon. Or I mean, they're probably not. Like half the show is probably not considered canon. It's a really weird continuity in this show. Number 15 is the Christmas special. Or not the Christmas special, because we already looked at that one, but the Christmas issue of the year. Not much to say about 16 and 17, but 18 has both a war setting, like in the army, and also Powder Toast Man, who by no doubt probably shows up a lot in these comics. Number 19 is a special minimalist issue with the two Invisible on the cover. I don't know what this means for the actual comic, but if it's actually revolving around like I don't know, a minimalist issue, it just sounds like an interesting idea, but I'm sure many of these covers are just like random Ren and Stimpy stuff, and then the comics inside have nothing to do with them. Issue number 20 has Muddy Mudskipper on the cover, and hopefully in the comic as well. Then I got 21 and 22, which has Sven on the cover and seems to be storybook centered. Issue 23 looks very similar to Mad Dog Hoek. It might just be a comic version of the episode because it's really similar. We got issue 24 and 25, and then 26 once again also has Sven on it. And it's also the second cover so far that has them in a car. Then 27 is an Indiana Jones parody titled Raiders of the Lost Yak. There seems to be a lot of pop culture stuff in these comics. Issue 28 sees the return of Filthy the Monkey from Monkey See, Monkey Don't. Number 29 is a Sherlock Holmes parody, and the last two issues in the box, which are 30 and 31, are ones I already had, so now I got 2 copies of each. So with this update we have added a lot of comics to the collection, and we now have a complete run from issue 1 to 31, in the US versions of course. There's 14 comics left in the run, since there are 44 in total, but then we also have more specials to collect. But this is a huge step on the journey to the greatest Ren and Stimpy collection.
Goodbye, folks.